coming from this school. This is one of the schools that has a chapel. We have a chapel. It is old, but the fact is it is a chapel. It is there, up there. When we see it, we remember the old good times when there were missionaries working here, priests who were headmasters. At that time, they used to be called headmasters, and because that is the reason why there was a chapel. There are very few schools that have a chapel like this one, so we are happy to be hosted here. Now, once again, I'm delighted, our youth for Christ. Youth for Christ.
I'm a witness.
This is something that's very, very good. Every time that we have an occasion like this, it helps me to realize the great gifts that He has given to us, to our diocese, to our people, because this is what it means to live our Christian life in our diocese. And I like it very much that our associations and our movements are very, very lively, they are very strong. And I like always to emphasize the importance of our associations like the Catholic youth, because you yourselves are the ones who keep the fire alive among yourselves. When I always observe that when we preach in our churches and we go, what keeps the fire burning in our people? It is the charism of the association or movement that a person has. And I always emphasize that it is good that all our Christians belong to one or other association or movement, because then they are able to keep the life going, the Christian life going, because of belonging to a particular association or movement. And then also you look, the members, they keep reminding one another to be faithful to that charism. You yourselves as youth, our youth, remind the others. Now that you have come today and you are now enlivened, you are charged, you go charged. Go and tell the others what you have experienced today. And you tell them that to be a good member of the youth, it also means to attend to, to an event like this. So it is you who keep the fire burning, the life, the Christian life going on. What you have heard about YFP means actually Youth Formation Program. It is part of a program that is an extensive program in our diocese. We took about 8 years or even 9 coming up with that program. It is called Integrated Christian Formation Program, ICFP. It starts right from the beginning of life to the end. YFP is that which concerns the youth. But we also have for the children, we have for youth, YFP, we have for YASA, and we have for CMA-CWA. So all, in fact, for CMA-CWA, because that is a very big period, it is divided into 2. So that practically we have for the children, for the youth, for YASA, and the first part of CMA-CWA, and the last part of CMA-CWA. so that we can be able to cover the whole span of the life of a person. In fact, we call this program from womb to tomb. We call it that way because it's supposed to cover or to be an accompaniment of a Christian from the beginning of life to the end of life. And YFP, Youth Formation Program, is part of it. So that's why it is so important, and it's so good when we feel that our youth are carrying, they are going through that program, because they are supposed to have started from the youth, from the children, and then after their youth stage, they are able to continue in IASA. Theirs is YAFP, Young Adults Formation Program. And so they continue like that, and then they go to the adults, to the adults accompaniment program, the middle adults accompaniment program, and then the advanced, the one of the advanced age. And so they are like that. And so this provision in our diocese is very unique. You don't find it in other dioceses, but it's something that we would want to continue helping our Christians, accompanying them all through their life. And then also our young people, remember what I was saying. I would want to say, to put what I was saying into maybe in 3 words, or rather 3 important warnings, so to say. One is that we need to be holy, and the principal of this school has said that we need to be holy. Holiness is a call for us all, and that is what will make us really to be like our Father in heaven. Now, the other one is to warn. I want to warn you of something that's very, very serious. It's already mentioned. It's very serious and very dangerous. If you fall into the problem of this homosexuality, lesbianism, gayism, that kind of problem is very serious. And you may fall, when you fall into that, you may not be able to come out of it easily. And it's a very serious sin. So I would want to ask you, you are young people, steer clear from these social problems that are coming these days, that are estranging our young people from the journey that I was talking about when I was preaching, the journey towards our God. So avoid at all costs that kind of social aberration, social anomaly that is taking our young people. When it takes hold of you, it is very difficult to shake it off your life. The other one is worship worship, or evil worship, or devil worship, or what is also called Illuminati, all forms of occult, and all that kind of worship. That is worship not of God, but of evil. My friends, I wanted to tell you, this is a very dangerous thing. The moment you get hooked into, say, devil worship, it's very difficult to get out of it. The moment you get hooked into Illuminati, it's very difficult to get out of it. And what is worse, you are heading to eternal damnation, or you lose yourself completely. My friends, you find people who are proposing to you in school or out of school, funny things that you do not know what they are, and you do not know what they mean. And be careful, because they may be entering you into that kind of worship. And even in the internet, even in the social media, there are some people who are proposing you to be in groups that are for that kind of worship. Avoid that at all costs, because it will tie you into something that you find very, very difficult, to free yourself. And then when we talk about finding it difficult, if you are finding it difficult to come out of something good, then in fact it is good. But now we are talking about being tied by something that will lead you away from the vocation that God has called you to, and from the way that God has traced for you. And that is the way of salvation, is the way of life. So my friends, I would want to sound that kind of warning for us all, so that we do not lose ourselves in those kinds of things. At the beginning, I also talked about giving ourselves to the service of God, like even others have said, following the very good week of missionary week that our missionaries have participated in. And I want to say that it's very, very good when we are able to give ourselves in the service of the Lord. All of us are called, even those who are called to be parents. But to be parents, it is the easier way, the more normal, the more usual way of life. But the way that is not usual, the way that is special, and more, say, in terms of also quality, and it's, also in terms of challenge, but a good challenge, it's committing oneself in a religious life or in priestly life. When you are called to be a priest or to be a religious, do not hesitate, because it helps you to be associated in a very lively and deep way in the life of Christ, who came to call people to salvation. Thank you very much once again. I wanted to express my appreciation for the very good preparation for this day. Thank you very much, Father Samuel, and your team, preparing very well this day. Everybody, God is good. Have you liked the day? What would you want to say about Father Muricho? Thank you, and God bless you. Father, that is what they are saying. Thank you, and God bless you. That is what we say, because we have organized a very happy day, joyous day for us all, and your team. And then also you, young people, feel that you've done very well to make the effort to come. Sisters, thank you very much also for gracing this occasion with your presence in good numbers. God is good. God is good. Youth for Christ. Thank you, and God bless you all.
Thank you very much.